Ayo, it's Bueno, back again on the Blue Toad Monkey page, and today we have for you some Halloween Cup. Now, Halloween is my favorite holiday. You could be whoever you want to be. You could be Pikachu, and everybody's like, oh wow, so cute, so creative, you're Pikachu, that's amazing. But like, sometimes you just want to be Pikachu on a Tuesday. Anyways, so Pokemon Go celebrates Halloween every year for the last, at least, few years, with the Halloween Cup, and it's my favorite format. It's limited to ghost, poison, fairy, dark, bug. I don't know if I missed anything. The first season, it was Psychic, and Hypno is way too ridiculous, so I think they cut back on that. They were like, no more of that. Ghost? Did I say ghost? Poison? Anyways, so we have Froslass on our team with Powder Snow, Shadow Ball, and Crunch. Now, there's a lot of Toxapex. Well, I'm not sure if we'll see a lot of Toxapex, but Toxapex is ranked number 1 right now. And to counter that, we have Crunch. We could be using Avalanche, but we're running Crunch with a 30% chance of dropping the opponent's defense, and Shadow Ball, the nuke, to back it up. So usually you'd want to run Avalanche, and I'm sure there's a lot of situations like up against a Nidoqueen or something weak to ice that you'd want to run Avalanche. But in the mirror match, you want to have Crunch. And against some of those those ghost type Pokemon, if they see you running Crunch, they're probably going to think you're running Avalanche, which is terrifying. But if they decide to disrespect it, then they're going to get hit with that Shadow Ball, the nuke. To back it up, we have Mandibuzz with Snarl and Dark Pulse. We don't have a third move right now, but if we did, we'd be running some Aerial Ace, I'd presume. Give you some of that coverage. And last but not least, we are running Drapion, which is one of the best safe swaps in the game for Great League. And that doesn't change in this format at all. We're running a lot of Dark here, but that's okay, right? We got double Crunch. We could drop their defense. Sludge Bomb for a lot of any of those fairy types that might walk in here. And we do look a little weak to fairy, but sometimes it's just a gamble. Most people aren't going to be running double fairy, right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I hope you enjoy our new format. We decided to change things up a little bit, make it easier for you guys to submit your battles to us. We no longer have the IVs. If you wanted to leave your IVs in the notes, you can, and we can, let us know if you're going attack weighted or if you're running optimal IVs. And here we go. Up in the lead, we have Froslass up against Crobat. Now, it takes us a little longer to get to our move than it does Crobat to get to a poison type move. Usually they run Poison Fang, but this one's running Cross Point, and it did not help them. We have a Galarian Rapidash, and whatever they're going to throw at us will KO, besides the Body Slam, which they throw. But we're out another Shadow Ball, and we're firing it off at them. This will absolutely KO, and they respect it. So now the opponent is down 1 shield, and we are going to give this up. We take the Body Slam, and you know what? It's not so bad. But we have a Crunch ready for them. They get to a Body Slam first, and it takes us out. But that's not a problem at all for our Drapion. We have these Poison Stings dealing super effective damage. This Galorian Rapidash decides to fire off a body slam, and we take it out with one shield left. Crobat's back, and you know what? We're going for the nuke. Sludge Bomb, here you go. Now, it is resisted, and Crunch might do a little more damage, but we get the stab and the extra damage on the Sludge Bomb. We still do get stab on the Crunch, which we do reach on this Dragon Poison type Pokemon. I forget its name. Oh man. Dragalge. Is that how you say it? I'm not really sure. But we shield here with the Mandibuzz, which is basically a flying Umbreon, and we fire off the Dark Pulse for the KO. Game 2. Froslass into another Golbat lead. Now they're going to want to fire a Poison Fang right away to lower our defense because they don't want to deal with that Avalanche. And they swap out to the Marowak with our defense lowered. We go off with the Crunch. They'll probably shield this, thinking it's a Shadow Ball. And we go into our Mandibuzz, which absolutely walls this Marowak. Unless it's running Fire Blast, but the opponent did not have time to build up to the Fire Blast. We build up a little extra energy, and we fire off the Dark Pulse for the KO. Still a shield up. Dark Pulse on the Golbat. They respect it. We're still 2 shields up. And at this point, there's really no reason to shield. We have plenty of dark type moves for them in the back. Crunch on the Drapion, which would be deadly with 2 shields. We shield once. We're going to take this Golbat out. And it's left with 1 HP. We swap into our Froslass. The fast move is bound to take it out. They hit us with a Poison Fang, which doesn't quite KO. And Azumarill is in the back, which looks great for us. If this Crunch can debuff, which it doesn't really have to, then that'll set our Drapion up real nice for the Sludge Bomb on the Fairy typing to KO. And the Sludge Bomb doesn't quite KO. If we had the defense drop, it would, but that's okay. We have 1 shield. The opponent Ice Beams, and they concede the match. Game 3. Froslass up against an Azumarill lead. This isn't our best answer for Azumarill, but these Shadow Balls will hit like a truck. Let's see if the opponent respects it. They do not, and it takes away half of their HP. We swap to our Drapion. After taking a hit on Froslass, Sylveon steps in. Another Fairy type. This is beautiful for Drapion, right where you want to see the Fairy. And they do not respect the Sludge Bomb. We could just farm all the way down here. Drapion loaded up on energy. And we blind fire a Sludge Bomb on the Jellicent. Now that wouldn't have hit very hard, but they were definitely fearing the Crunch. This game's looking pretty good for us so far. The Crunch goes 3. We still have 2 shields. We shield to keep our Drapion healthy. This wouldn't have KO'd, but we fire off one more crunch. Will we grab the last shield? We do not. And right now, this is not looking very good for this Azumarill. We commit to the last shield. Fire off a Sludge Bomb. Drapion will not be able to get to another Sludge Bomb before being farmed down. And I'm wrong. Look at that. 1 HP. Drapion the GOAT coming through with the Sludge Bomb, KOing Azumarill. What a good game. 2 more battles in this set. But if you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, come check out some more of our content. It really helps the channel. Battle 4 up against Toxapex, ranked number 1 in the Halloween Cup. Let's see how it does. Now right here's one of the reasons why you want to run Crunch. Shadow Ball will do more damage, but if you only have enough energy for one move and it was between Crunch and Avalanche, you absolutely want to go Crunch here. Toxapex decides to go with the Sludge Wave, which is kind of weird because it is a resisted move, but we'll take that. Firing off the next Shadow Ball, that would KO. We do shield here. Save some of our energy and swap into our Drapion. Now this is a very good matchup for the Drapion here. Drapion's super spammy and these Sludge Bombs are really going to be hitting this Mandibuzz really hard. I mean, it didn't look very hard, but Mandibuzz is super tanky here. I believe we hit them with the Sludge Bomb on CMP there, which is beautiful. We go for the Crunch. The Crunch at this range will KO, and if we grab that last shield and it drops the defense, that'll be beautiful for our backline, but they decide to hold on to that shield. Toxapex comes back out. We go right into our Froslass, not wasting any time with the switch timer, and fire off the Crunch, catching the defense debuff. And the opponent comes in with Sableye, which is amazing for us. The foul play would be hitting us for neutral damage, so they have to build up to that return. Foul play's not very effective, but these Dark Pulses and Snarls from our Mandibuzz will be hitting for neutral damage. Even now, a return would not KO. And that is a GG. Oh, Toxapex is still here. I forgot about Toxapex in the back. But Toxapex has absolutely nothing against this Mandibuzz at this point. So we're going to close this battle down with this Dark Pulse here. But the Toxapex survives. What a tank. Man, I thought that battle was over so many times, but in the end, we did catch that W. GG's opponent. Final game. Froslass up against the Crobat. And how many people are going to lead with this Crobat and Golbat? It's ridiculous. Our team does not fear Golbat or Crobat. Marowak did not respect that at all. And honestly, Froslass could sweep this entire team. It's crazy. We take the Mud Bomb, holding on to 2 shields. We know that Mandibuzz in the back can totally destroy this Toxicroak, and we do pull 1 shield. The Toxicroak barely over half health. Our Mandibuzz is looking real good here. Mud Bomb doing absolutely nothing. The opponent swaps right back into their Crobat, firing off a Poison Fang. And we swap into our Drapion, clearing the debuff. Now, we could go for the Crunch here, but we're going to go with the Sludge Bomb. The opponent shields. We go for the Crunch this time. But Crobat gets to the move before us. I believe this lands on CMP here. And it does not. The opponent getting one wing attack through. Now we're still one shield up with the Dark Pulse. Croagunk will be resisting this, but what can it do against our Mandibuzz? Absolutely nothing. We farm down. 2 Dark Pulses loaded up for the Crobat. And that is Night Night Crobat getting us a 5-0 set. That was beautiful. Final thoughts on this team. I absolutely loved it. I like that the Froslass was running Crunch and Shadow Ball. I would never really have thought about doing that myself. I'd definitely go for Avalanche because of the stab damage and it does hit harder. But the Crunch in this format is beautiful with all those ghosts and Toxapex, which is ranked number 1, so that's a really good move right there for the same energy as Avalanche. Mandibuzz, I don't really have one built at all myself for the Great League. I do have 100 for the Ultra League, but that's just a dream at this point. It's such a commitment for something I'm not really sure I'm going to use, but Mandibuzz just keeps proving to be one of the most ridiculous Pokemon in the leagues. I'd love to see that 3rd move on there, but we pulled it off with these Dark Pulses for now until we can get there. That was beautiful. Love seeing the Mandibuzz play. Drapion, super spammy with the Poison Sting, getting to Crunch in just 5. That's absolutely ridiculous. And then Sludge Bomb hitting so hard. Drapion's not the tankiest Pokemon by any means, but it can take a few hits. So it was really cool seeing this team. I have not personally ran into it in a Halloween Cup myself. I will be posting a video of my own sets, but I've been trying to really put together a good team that does well and that you don't run into too often. So I think I'm about to perfect that, and hopefully we can get my video out of here as soon as possible. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to check out some of our merch that we have here, we have some really awesome t-shirts, and we'll have some more coming out soon in the near future. Check us out at the Blue Toad Monkey page and use promo code POGO for 10% off of our brand merchandise. We'll see you at the next video for another Halloween Cup, and we'll have Ultra League Halloween Cup coming soon. Can't wait. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your spooky season.